Alright. If you're watching this and you've wished me happy birthday, thank you. It's a very kind gesture. There for a long time, birthdays were in the rehabs and detoxes, and it's crazy looking back, within my mind and the journey. Because even on the inside, there's a world, and a lot of us make fun, of addicts and everything, and we don't fully understand anything at all. But it's a whole nother world once you cross over. But when you have a lot of addicts together confined, anybody, any group of people, they're going to strive to find some kind of happiness within. And I remember individuals would sneak cakes and shit out of the cafeteria for my birthday. Because I think there were 7 years straight that I was gone. Not straight, but through the holidays. And with all that being said, if you're watching this and you have a profession, and you are professional, you have been professional, you might be active within your career now, seeking higher status, higher pay raise, this and that. You could be retired. So all I'm asking you is to just listen, because I'm going to try to make this video as easy as possible when it comes to numbers. Okay? And when we're looking at numbers, we're looking at what something is called gematria. Okay? And it's when you turn letters into numbers. Like ABC would be 1, 2, 3. You get what I'm saying? So Z would be 26. And there's a whole lot of other ways of looking at it. But we also, too, have to find out, well, why is gematria used? Okay, if some of you out there own your own construction company, plumbing, teachers, whatever, the way that you construct your homework, your building, your pipes, the same way you construct that to build is the same way these people use black magic and dark sorcery to construct something not physical that we can see through the numbers and the sorcery. They construct something that they create within us, but it's used against us. But when they introduce something based off of dates of birthdays and all that, they create a structure of magic, and they stay in lies. And when they stay in it, the people eventually fall into it, and whatever it is, it's real, man. Okay? And the main thing would be the TV, because that's an extension, and the radio and this is an extension of the brain now. We cannot put that down and say, you know what, I'm going to cut that shit for a year. And I'm going to, exercise my mind by reading, challenging my mind. If I'm older, how many of y'all do any division or multiplication or add and subtract? Like, just do it, practice it like you did. Nobody does. I was always good at paying something, with a 20 and whatever it is, I can spit it right off, or 50, whatever it is. Because I grew up around a restaurant too, and there was always cash register, so you learn how to make change with the coins. And that shit's gone. You give the children now 5, and it's $4.97. They don't even know just a key in cash, give them 3 cents back. If they miss the button, it's just 3 cents. Let me make sure. $4.97 minus 5. Yeah, it's 3 cents here. It's like, you dummy. And that's what they've made into us. Okay? But these people, through what they do to us and how they do this through these rituals, it has to do with hardcore sorcery, and it gains. It's Satan, but it's a beast system, and it gains every year through these numbers, through these dates. It gains more momentum, and then it creates the archetype within our minds through the TV, through the false prophets saying do this and that. It's all designed out of chaos. But what we're looking at is the CDC was founded in Atlanta, Georgia on July the 1st in 1946. Okay? And we have to look at the dates of heavy-hitting Roman Empire, Vatican stuff. And this is the Bavarian Illuminati. It was founded on May the 1st of 1776. But just from the same year, so from the anniversary date of the Illuminati until then is 2 months and 1 day. Okay? You've got to Google. Let's see if it'll say anything. The 201 Jesuits. And it didn't. How the Jesuits survived their suppression. The Society of Jesus in the Russian Empire, yada, yada, yada. Catherine the Great of Russia saved the society almost single-handedly. She protected the 201 Jesuits. Just Google that and get into it. Because the Jesuits is a military order. Okay, and we're looking at this from a 2,000-year plan. So, if you Google the 201 Jesuits, okay, Google that. And the Jesuits pretty much, they're a military order, and all your churches are Jesuit, your school system's Jesuit, everything is. These people run everything. They're right beside me. They're right here, not even 400 yards from my house. I know, just like in They Live with Rowdy Piper, I've got the same glasses on where you can see the people. Okay? So, but you take the 0 out in numerology. Okay? So what would it be? It would be 21. So right off the rip with just the Illuminati's, just their birthday, 2 months and 1 day from that and that. So the 21 goes into the 201 Jesuits for 21. Okay? And Diocletian, this is where you've got to know your history with these mainly. Diocletian inflicted more pain and death and everything on Christians than any other Roman emperor. And he died on December the 3rd in the year 311. Okay, so from December the 3rd of 1945 until July the 1st of 46, it's 210 days. See? So take the 0 out, another Jesuit ritual. All of it is. But Constantine the Great died on May the 22nd of the year 337. Okay, from his anniversary until then, until it was created, was 5 weeks and 6 days for 56. Okay? Google how old was Hitler when he died. He was 56. When did Elvis Presley get his shot on TV? In 1956. Okay? What number was Governor Cuomo of New York during the middle of all this bullshit? He was the 56th governor. Google how many Aubrey holes there are at Stonehenge, and it will say 56. Google how many signatures was on the Declaration of Independence, and it will say 56. And last year, Kamala Harris and Melinda Gates, or when C-19 got going, during the middle of it, Kamala and Melinda was both 56 years old. The governor of Louisiana, when that hurricane hit down there, he's the 56th governor of Louisiana. And in Gematria, you're going to have a list of names, probably 100 that equal 56. And when you see those in the newspapers, that means they're constructing. See, all these 56s, this right here has to do with the pentagram, that has to do with the hexagram. Aleister Crowley in his literature talks about the 5 and the 6 is interlocking. So the pentagram and the hexagram is interlocking for sorcery, okay? For sorcery. And what we see in society is the pentagram upside down with the point down, and we see the hexagram. And what these are, these symbols create the same way that gematria creates and constructs, the same way your buildings do. So these symbols that we see everywhere, they're everywhere. You don't even know because it's forced on you. And what they do, the symbols, the more that our subconscious doesn't recognize it, the more when they're inverted to bad, the more that there's another realm that we're putting into our subconscious through TV, pills, modified foods. Everything we do is modified. Brushing our teeth, putting shit on our face, makeup, hair, deodorant, everything. Shaving cream, all of it. It's all poisons. So with a mixture of everything we do, now we've got the Disney with all the interlocking of sorcery, as Aleister Crowley says, on all of your billboards, you know, American Girl doll, all that. It has nothing to do with masonry. It is not fire, earth, air, and water. Not now. Okay? Now, with that being said, now let's go down here to Ignatius Loyola. That's the founder of the Jesuits. Okay? And he was born on October the 23rd. Take the zero out, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See? It's crazy. So from his anniversary of his birthday until the founding of the CDC is 36 weeks. 666 is the 36th prime, meaning if you add 1 through 36 together, or it's the 36th triangular number. Triangular numbers is when you add 1 through 36, you'll get 666. Okay? Because next we have Caesar Augustus. He died on August the 19th. Okay? And here's every year, I guess, from then until then, their birthday to birthday, or death until birthday, is 10 months and 13 days for 113. And if you've been paying attention, that's all week I posted there for a while, because it's 113 or 311. And remember, he died in the year 311, Diocletian. But 11 times 3 is 33. Or it's 316 days for John 3:16, because they mock the literature. And they seriously do. And then you've got Anthony Fauci. Check this out. From his birth, December the 24th of 1940, until the founding of the CDC, is 2,016 days. So you take the zero out and it's 216. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. So now we've got just 2 666 references within just these. Okay? And if we go from just last year, from Fauci's birthday until their birthday, 190 days. So every year from Fauci's birthday until their birthday, it's going to be 190 days. And what are we dealing with right now? This right here. So do you see sort of how we can see how they're using gematria, sorcery, black magic, and how every year from Fauci's birthday until the CDC's birthday, which this is telling you what to do. They took my video down about cell salts and said, I can't do this. So I'm going to show you who's taking my shit down, really. It's the Satanists who rule the world. Okay? And the square root of 190 is 13.784, blah, blah, blah. But your first 3 letters is 137. Well, 137 is the 33rd prime number, meaning only 1 and 137 can divide into it. 33. 33. There's a shit ton more, but you've got C19 every year. Isn't that kind of funny? From his birthday until their birthday, every year is 190 days. So you take that off and you've got 19. Okay? And truthfully, they're building it because they hate you and me. And that's the end of the story. And what we do is if we tie in, don't do this to me. If we tie in the 19, we tie it into chaos. Because I'm going to show you something. Chaos. Hopefully, it'll show that. There's chaos. Okay? And for reduction, it's going to be 19. Because all these people is about chaos. Remember, in 2020, or in 2001, 2001, towers, take the 0 out, 21, 21, 21, 21. And 19 hijackers flew planes into that stuff, supposedly. Then 19 years later, C-19 breaks out during the 19-year lunar cycle. And then you seen chaos, 19. So, with all that being said, no matter where you are on the chain of look at me or damn I'm shitty, that should make enough sense to where it's like, damn. It's like, because they plan all this, all that shit, the towers was planned shit 100 years ago. No planes even flew into it. They didn't. Listen, the wingspan it didn't happen. They blew it up. And then run this shit because it's the Roman Empire. And then they blast it. Blast, 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 blast. It's real. And if you could just, here, put it away. Put it away. It's not real. These fuckers created this shit to give you money. They created the money too. Everything. Everything. They own Hollywood. They own the universities. They own the school system, the fucking police. They own the FBI, CIA. They own the Vatican because it's a corporation. Every continent or land is a country. And the more poor it is, the more people, yeah, we're going over there to try to help. And it's like NASA gets $52 million from us every day. We could knock out all the homelessness, the starving children, dehydrated children, and we could fucking fix Haiti. Yeah, and all the other countries within 5 years and be out of the debt that we're in if we just cut NASA off and let them rich fuckers say, because those rich people don't pay taxes at all. None of them do. We're the ones down here struggling, and they designed the system this way. And system in Rome, I think it was Rome, the system was called the sewer. They called their sewage the system. And we have a school system, a judicial system. We have systems of the body. That's what you learn in medical school. Well, it's sewers of the body because your environment, what we consume, poisons us and makes the blood in us sewage. And nobody can put that shit together. Everything's a mockery. You call your children kids. That's baby goats. And that's what we've had from day one. And it's not good. And they're big franchise fast foods. They put kids meals, and so it's concrete and space. And it's bullshit. And they sell you poison the way you get obese. And children get sick, and then you got to go get on their pills. And they never talk about how shitty it is, the environment. If you gave me 5 years, you would be amazed if everybody got together and said, fuck it, we want Matt, because it ain't about money. It's about getting you back to where, because you're in a matrix. This shit's not real. Y'all are like, this is real, Matt. Yes, it is. It's like Jesus, he's going to have a day with y'all. It's not real. You're not in a real fucking world. You've been inside. This popped out, go inside. Heat and air, go inside. And then slowly, poison, modified foods, no water, no cell salts, nothing natural. Here's poisons and all this shit, diabetes, cancer. Jesus loves you. Come to this hospital institute. We'll take care of you. Pills, pills, pills. Death, death, death. And it's all chaos. But yet you can't see it. Remember, every breath you take is a gallon of air. When you put a mask on, you reduce it. This produces the blood running through your body. This reduces the blood and the oxygen and the carbon dioxide exiting the body. Your mask. Thank God, man, Jesus loves you. What? I'm showing you your lungs. I'm ready to take my chances. That's what people have told me. And it shows me that that shit right there is your brain and you can't think at all. And these people, which are the real slave owners that own everything, have fucking changed us into some sick people to where we can't even look. We went from the government doing what we told them to the government telling us, if you don't fucking do this, we're taking your shit and locking you up, putting you in fucking FEMA camps, and we'll fucking kill you. Because the dummies are like, yeah, that's right. While we sit over here, some more Oreos. Y'all go back over and shut the fuck up. We'll take care of this. Look at them. They're all natural. They're going to get everybody sick. Yeah. Yeah. And see, it's there. There. That's a Satanist. These are all Satanists. You're crazy. They own the churches. Google the cathedrals of the world. That'll keep you busy. That's the Vatican spreading Satan everywhere under the guise of Jesus and killing all the indigenous people and all the cultures there. Culture. You're in a culture. Look, cult. You're in a culture. And that's what we are. And they've made it. And this is a 2,000-year plan. It's longer than that. And I love you.